Hi, welcome to Beer Me Friends. My name is Eduardo and
This is Roger.
we like drinking beer and talking about a random topic. Today's beer is,
Stella Artois.
and we will also be talking about the,
We're going to talk about the Oscars today.
oh man, the Oscars. Take it away, Roger.
All right, so we're drinking Stellas. Stellas are a lager beer, 5% alcohol. Been drinking it for a while now.
Good stuff.
We've just finished catching the last part of the Oscars,
Oh man, what is
which were freaking lost, by the way. We have no idea
Oh man.
any movie. I haven't watched any movie of those.
Then like some of the actors that you see there, I was like, I don't know who some of these people were. I think that most of the time they were like in their own little world with all these other films that nobody has probably spent the time to watch. I'm just being honest. I do remember watching Dunker. Dunker was like pretty good. If you guys know anything about it, it's a tragic event, but it was really well done. Still, I don't know any of the other films like which one, The Water?
The Shape of Water
The Shape
by
of Water.
Guillermo del Toro.
Right.
It looks interesting, but I haven't seen it. Heard it was really good. Obviously, it won Best Picture. The Darkest Hour with
Right.
Gary Oldman.
Hey, that was a pretty good acting though.
Winston Churchill. Whatever
Yeah.
whatever clip we saw from the Oscars, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Gary Oldman's a really good actor.
For real.
Dunkirk, never watched it either. Get Out.
Oh, that one. You know, I was driving by and I saw it on the buses. Like they have posters like telling you how great it is and everything. And you know, it's been there in my catalog of things that I need to get to. So I do see myself getting to it. But I had not watched it, you know?
Yeah, me neither. Look good. Probably ran it. The Post.
The post.
The Post seemed interesting as well too.
You know, I didn't even know. it was
Actually, I don't even know what it's about, but I know it has Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks.
Well, from what I remember, from what we were watching a little bit, it was about the Washington Post and exposing Nixon, right? At least that's what I got. A little bit
I
of
don't
a
know if
glimpse.
it was Nixon
Or exposing somebody, and that they were going to get in trouble for it. Like there was legal repercussions for whatever it is that they were going to be doing. And it has Tom Hanks. So I'll be honest, that's already something that I'm interested in, because Tom Hanks, come on, man, you can't really go wrong with him. He even came out as a pilot, I think, for that film, for that event that happened. I don't know if you remember. Sully, there we go. Sully, there's the one. Yeah, he came out and that was intriguing, considering that, you know, he doesn't really have much to go on. It's just some dude who did a pretty kick-ass job to land this plane on water. But that's not really much to work on when it comes to all the other stuff, story-wise. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm into movies, but not the recent ones. I haven't watched anything. Like I said before, I've been on Netflix.
Netflix?
I've been
Okay.
watching Netflix.
What you been
that
watching?
That counts. Been watching Ugly Delicious. I watched a couple episodes so far.
Wait, what the heck is Ugly Delicious?
Ugly Delicious is
Yeah.
this documentary following David Chang. He's a chef.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's a Korean Korean American chef. Yeah, he has a documentary called Ugly Delicious.
He's
Watching
not,
a couple episodes, watched the pizza one, the taco one.
he's not the one who did Egg Slut, is he? No, right? Okay, for sure.
The guy from X-Lot is, I believe, Filipino guy.
If you guys have not just realized, Roger is very good and knowledgeable when it comes to his foods. He knows. I would say you would be a good foodie. You are a foodie, man. A really good one at that.
I love good. I love a good meal.
Oh man, for
Yeah.
sure. And but what happens with David Chang? Like, what can you say about it so far?
On the first episode, it's about pizza.
Okay, for sure.
He goes to he wants to determine what's a pizza. What
makes a pizza?
Yeah, what makes a pizza?
Okay.
Like, do the ingredients make the pizza, or is it just dough and tomato sauce and cheese?
Oh, I see.
Like in Nepal, how they have it with the basil, or a pizza like those Hawaiian ones that everybody hates, or
Wait.
or about this
You mean the Hawaiian pizza, the one with ham?
yeah, with ham and pineapple. You know, everybody hates that crap.
No, dude, I love Hawaiian. No way.
To each their own.
To
but
each their own, most definitely.
it gets a lot of hate online.
Yeah, it definitely
I
does.
mean, it's good. I eat it. I like Supreme Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that whole episode goes. He goes to Nepal.
Right.
He goes to Brooklyn. He goes to Connecticut.
Oh shit! Does this guy end up finding out what he sees as a pizza?
He goes to Japan.
Japan has pizza.
Yeah.
What the hell is Japan pizza?
Like sushi kind of pizza.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and it's just random things. He comes here. Well, obviously he's here in LA. He meets Wolfgang Puck.
Oh,
and
that's
he
fucking
puts
dope.
like random ass ingredients on his pizza. He says he doesn't care what people think. He's just gonna put it.
Oh, I see. So he has much more of an artist approach of it. Like, this is my creation, and I could do whatever I want with it.
Yeah, well, he's Wolfgang Puck.
Damn, living up to his name.
That's the whole episode about that. They're just trying to see what defines a pizza.
You know, does it say whether like is the fish there fried on the pizza or like
Well,
is they cook it?
Yeah, they cook it.
Okay, for sure.
They cook it like a regular pizza. You know,
Right,
they
right,
put the
right,
ingredients and
right.
then they put it on the oven.
Well, I don't know because I was wondering, oh man, maybe they cook the pizza and then they add it on top of it. You know, just like as random.
I think some guy did do that. I don't remember his name.
like sashimi style.
No, but it was
pizza or
an
something.
Asian though.
Right.
I think he cooks the dough first, and then he puts the tomato and the cheese.
What the heck?
Yeah, he was in Nepal, and then he broke out from them. I think because Nepal has this institute or these rules what defines a pizza.
What the
and
hell? So over
this
there,
guy,
pizza means business.
Yeah, in Italy. Yeah, we came from Italy.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have this federation or these rules we have to follow what defines a pizza.
Right.
So this guy left. He like branched out and he started making himself pizza. And I think that's the guy that cooks the dough and then he just put the tomato sauce and cheese uncooked.
This guy broke out.
Yeah,
like crazy.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck about the rule.
It's starting to make me question New York pizza and all the the glory that it
they
gets.
call them pies.
They call them pies. Okay, they call them pies.
They don't call it pizza. They call them pies.
They call them pies. Okay, so these New York pies, as it is. Oh man, we got an airplane overhead. So if you guys are hearing this, this is actually happening at the moment outside of our friend's
Apartment.
Yep. It's looking pretty freaking cool right now.
I mean, we're in LA, so
Yeah.
it's cold to us. It's like 50 something degrees. And the people in the East Coast or
They make
anywhere
fun
else
of us at that,
could be
actually.
wearing shorts or something. I don't know.
Right, when they see 60, they're like, whatever, dude. And for us, it's like, oh my god, we might as well get ourselves ready for the storm and shit.
Yeah, we can put on jackets and stuff like that. Freaking leg warmers and all this bullshit for us.
Yeah, definitely. I think we like our comfort, and we can't do without.
Yeah, it's always sunny here.
Yeah,
It always is.
it's LA, anyways. It's to be expected, at least as far as I can tell. Well, as we said earlier, we're drinking, and we're also drinking Stella. My friend Roger here has talked about the volume. One thing that I forgot, and I didn't pay attention to until we thought about doing the whole podcast, was that the design of the beer is actually pretty sweet. If you look at it, there's actually engraving on it. And I think it's because of my urgency to drink when I'm hanging out or we're playing darts or something. I'm not really paying attention to the bottle. And here comes another overflown bird. And as when I could see, I think it's really put into perspective all the work that goes with it. If people don't know, Stella is actually imported. It's a lager beer, and it's been around since 1366, which is freaking remarkable. I didn't even freaking know, man. With 5% volume, I think you could drink this baby with anything, as far as I can tell. It's smooth, it's good. What can I say? For usual beer, it's quite alright.
You could drink it watching a game or just relaxing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Somewhere at the bar, you could drink this.
Yeah, it's really...
It's an everyday thing, yeah, smooth. Nothing strong, no IPAs, nothing stronger than that.
True that.
5%. You could drink a couple of them 6-pack or more.
I think if
you'll
you...
be good.
For
You're
real.
still good.
I think if you find yourself a lady who doesn't mind drinking beer, which sometimes it can be an issue, Stella would be a nice, safe choice to go and get.
Yeah, it's nice and smooth. But a lot of girls do drink beer, though.
Nah, well, for real. I mean, like, because I've been meeting chicks who prefer drinking wine they prefer getting their mixes. You know, she's like, oh, like, can you bring over some wine? I was like, shit, I'd like to bring a beer. But if you're lucky, you could get a chick who likes to drink whiskey. I'm just putting it out there. A nice smooth drink, you mix it up, or something with rum and coke. You know, good shit. Anyways, at least as far as
I don't know about nothing about that. I don't drink soda. Haven't drank soda in a couple of years.
Oh man!
So I don't ever mix any liquor. If I do drink liquor, it's pretty straight up.
Damn.
Or on the rocks.
But Roger, you got a tolerance. That is that. You do have a tolerance for these things. Like how many drinks do you think it takes you to be like, or at least for Stella, how many Stella drinks do you think it'll take you to be like, okay, I could finally feel a buzz?
I don't know, 8 maybe.
8. Okay, damn, that's pretty fucking good.
Maybe, not sure. Haven't tested it.
Haven't tested it. That'll be for future videos. Testing
Roger's tolerance.
Roger's tolerance. We'll just make a segment out of it and just be like, that's what we want. But besides the point, we were trying to get back to the Oscars. Amazingly, Guillermo del Toro won 2 awards, which was pretty fucking impressive. There was a performance by a chick with everybody else there. I think they did an okay job. She looked like she was crying for a second.
Eddie Vedder was there too.
Eddie Vedder, that's right.
Random ass people that just showed up in the Oscars. I'm like, why is Eddie Vedder performing? I'm like, what the hell is that for doing there?
I don't know. They could have gotten a few people. They could have gotten anybody there. Dude, I would have liked to see Elton John there. Fuck it. I'm going to play some piano or something. I got Eddie Vedder, but there was a big difference. We can understand everything he was saying, which was shocking.
Yeah, he was performing Tom Petty's Room at the Top.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that was his cover.
You want to know something? I didn't see Tom Petty's picture up there. If he was, you know, if you're covering somebody's like song and you had previously, you know, passed away, Tom Petty was not an actor. I mean, he was not an actor.
Great musician, yes.
Well, then
he
again,
was that.
well,
but
he did.
I mean, I guess they're just for memoriam for the actors and anybody with the film industry, because there were stylists and producers, anything like that.
Right.
So maybe just that's why they didn't put Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Tom Petty.
Rest in peace, Tom Petty, honestly. Because, okay, maybe he was not an actor or anything of that sort,
no,
right?
He's not.
But he did do voice acting for Lucky, who came out in King of the Hill, who was Luann's boyfriend. He came out in that show. I don't know if you knew.
I did not know that.
No,
that's a piece of trivia I don't know.
There you go.
He was lucky.
He was lucky.
Boyfriend that worked in the supermarket or whatever, or the market, I think.
No, wait. You're
yeah, that was the man's boyfriend.
No, you're thinking
that teenage guy.
You're thinking of Bucky.
Oh, Bucky. Then who's Lucky?
Lucky is like Luann's other boyfriend later on, and he's supposed to be like this, like, I don't know how to put him, like this white dude who doesn't have much money but lives in like a trailer park and shit, and she's like super in love with him. But it's Tom Petty. And
actually, I did not know that.
So I think,
and I have not seen King of the Hill in such a long time since I was like a little kid growing up.
Oh, no
I remember
way.
watching it, and after that, I haven't seen an episode in, God, let's say like 10 years or so.
Holy shit, dude! It's pretty good.
Time.
I stumbled upon it because of Rick and Morty, and I was watching Adult Swim, and in Adult Swim they still show King of the Hill.
Yeah,
late at night. I think it's for all those late night people, nocturnal people who can't sleep, and people who probably smoke from time to time.
Smoke and drink,
and just be like, oh shit, this isn't my thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I didn't even know it was there. I should give it a try.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I watched it, but yeah, it's been a while. I didn't even know. Okay.
Yeah. So
Adult Swim or what?
Adult Swim. So that, which is why I'm saying that because of that performance as a voice actor,
he should have been there.
He should have been there. It maybe wouldn't have been Tom Petty's face, but it should have been the cartoon figure right there, who almost looks like Tom Petty in a different world.
I can't even picture. I don't even know what the hell how he looked like.
Oh man,
let me look at it. Let me see. Let me Google
him.
Bucky, King of the Hill.
And it's really sad that that they didn't have it. But anyways, either way, Eddie Vedder did do a good performance for what it's worth. What did you find him?
That was his Buckley.
No, that's Buckley.
Then who the hell are you talking about?
Let's see. Type in Luann's boyfriend. It should be just put Luann's boyfriend like Tom Petty. For sure, he should come out. Because I was shocked. I didn't know. But then the more I listened to his voice, I'm like, I know it sounds familiar. Because Tom Petty really did have this
distinguishable voice.
Yeah, very much so. Especially like I don't know if we can. Well, like when you listen to the radio, like 95.5 or something like that, they used to have interviews, and during his time of passing, they had an interview with him telling him about music and how he approached it and how he kept it simple, but
I remember. I found it.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Woo! Goddamn ghetto bird.
For real, dude.
Damn.
Makes it seem like we're in fucking
in the ghetto. Goddamn. Ruining our sound.
Right.
Oh, okay, now I remember.
So you remember him?
Now I remember.
So people,
it does look like Tom Petty, actually.
It does, right? It does carry a little bit of his image. So I wouldn't mind seeing his face up there, and just be like, all right, technically there is actor in that voice, and why not? It's just like that chick from Californication that voices Bobby and shit.
What chick voices Bobby?
From Californication, the Smurf.
The Smurf?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Nah, for
I
real.
did not know that.
Go.
Pamela Atlin?
Is that her name?
I guess so. That's what Google says. Oh, yeah, it
It
is.
is the Smurf, man.
It is from Californication.
And I was like, no way. I had no freaking clue.
No. Now she comes out in Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Man, she made her own show, Better Things.
I
watch it.
You watch it?
From time to time, yeah, I do watch it.
How is it?
Pretty good.
Oh, shit.
I liked it, though, better with Louis, though.
Wait, is it... Because the premise from the commercials looked like Louis. Was it just like Louis? Or did it feel like Louis? Like, or how was it in its own right? How about that? Like, how was the show? What can you say about it?
Yeah, it was kind of like Louis. It's just about her and her family, her freaking daughters. Yeah, it was good music right there.
Yeah. The homies.
Yeah, I only saw a couple episodes. I didn't see much of it. I didn't see the whole thing or anything.
Right.
But yeah, it's kind of like Louis.
It's kind of like Louis, just her take on it.
Yeah, kind of like that. But I think it's a completely different person, though. It's not the same girl from Louis.
Okay, for sure. So you can't really say that it's a spin-off.
Yeah, I think it's just her, but plays a different character.
Cool.
From Louis C.K., but yeah, we're not gonna talk about that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that guy.
That guy.
I used to like the show, but after the things, I don't know.
Well,
I don't think they even pass them anymore in FX.
Oh, for real?
I used to watch it in FX.
Wow. Well, I'm not
I think
surprised.
they took them off.
Well, rightly so. I'm not surprised that they did take them off. But at least personally speaking, I mean, for what it's worth, his stuff did make me laugh. Whatever he's done in his own time, like, his own personal time, I'll leave that to himself. And all that.
I don't know about.
Yeah,
I don't know about that guy, but
yeah, but like when it comes to Louis in itself, like the show, I think the show was good. It had its moments.
Show was good.
Yeah,
and dark humor.
Definitely. There's actually a scene from Louis that I remember, which is where he's dating this woman, and this woman can't understand him because she's from another country.
Actually, I have seen that one.
And she has like this broken English kind of thing.
Yeah, she's from like Europe. I don't know where she's from, like Hungary. I don't know where. I don't remember.
Right.
I don't know perfectly, but yeah, she lived with her mother and everything.
Yeah, that's the one. And but he ends up breaking up with her because things just didn't work between the two of them. I don't know if you remember that. And when they end up breaking up, he feels terrible and he doesn't know what to do with himself, and he goes back to that doctor. Like,
oh yeah, the doctor doesn't even recognize him supposedly.
Right, and the doctor's like, "Hey, why are you crying for? There's you guys here. You are like, I don't really remember the exact same thing, but basically what he's saying, you're here bitching and moaning about having lost somebody, but you don't realize the beauty of actually,
being in love with her.
Right, like,
really.
And this is a part of love that you don't get to experience again because you got the chance to be in love." And I'm like,
yeah, I remember that doctor quote. That was really good.
Yeah, and that, by the way, that doctor's really fucking hilarious. But I'm like, shit. For what it's worth, I do value the work when it's work. Personal people, dude, whatever. But yeah, so that was a chick from Bobby Hill, and we we went on to Louis C.K.'s show, Louis, which is do recommend it nonetheless, as it is.
You can still watch it. I mean,
Well, not on FX, right?
not in effect anymore. Somewhere else.
Right. At that point, it's a done deal. It's gone
Forever.
forever. Yeah.
Forever.
You know what? I was thinking about that for a while, because you know how Dave Chappelle left for 10 years, and then
Yes.
now he came back. I'm wondering if he's gonna do the same shit. He's just like going to like seclusion for 10 years, and then suddenly come back and be like, "You guys forget about everything else." You're looking at me, but I'm just saying. I don't know. That's my
He
two
hasn't
cents.
really done it. I mean, he did like 2 comedy tours, maybe.
Who?
I'm not sure. Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Dave Chappelle. Well, he's
Or
done the
maybe
Netflix
more.
special.
Yeah, he did Netflix special,
Which was
I
really-
haven't watched.
No.
No.
Oh, dude, it's gold. It's gold. It's really hilarious. Dave Chappelle just being Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he doesn't care about nothing. I'm
well,
sure.
well, dude, the guy's loaded with cash. You know, at a certain point, he left with the fame, and he somehow came back and still regained that. You know, that standing ovation of who he is, and all that comedic gold. And he talks so much stuff that
I know he did make fun of Louis C.K. I know
yeah.
he did make fun of that one. I saw a little clip of it. Other than that, I don't know anything. I should watch it.
Yeah,
It should be on my list. I
it-
should watch it instead of watching Ugly Delicious.
Well, Ugly Delicious.
Let me check my Netflix
It's
right
cool.
now.
Gonna be
Let me
like
put it on my list.
on your list of things to watch.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle. Which one is it?
Yeah,
The Dave Chappelle. Which one?
I think it was his latest one, his latest stand-up,
Grammy Award winner.
and yeah,
2017 maybe. Is that one? Maybe.
I don't
Oh, they're
know.
both 2017.
And it was
On it.
just I know it's the one that's the latest one. I think it was like by the end of December, like of 2017 or something like that. Before that, he let a special out.
The one where he's in Hollywood, and then Austin. Oh, there's
I
another
think
one
it
where
was. You know what? I don't.
DC, and then there's.
I think it was the one in
Hollywood.
DC. I could be wrong, but I think it was the one in DC. He's talking about like having his encounters with Nas, and Nas is like talking about the projects and stuff. And Dave Chappelle's like, "Yeah, man, yeah, I understand the struggle." But then at the exact same time, he's like, "No, I don't, because I was raised in a."
I was gonna say that too. I don't think Dave Chappelle was raised there.
No, he was raised in a white neighborhood, really, or like, well, I don't know if it's a white neighborhood, but it was in a good place, as far as he said, and it was good enough that he didn't have to worry about that shit. So, so it's like shit like that.
Lucky him.
Well, yeah, most definitely. So, as it is, yeah, Dave Chappelle really worth looking into and checking out. Freaking
Which
guy.
obviously everybody's well aware about him.
Well, I hope so. If you're not aware of Dave Chappelle, then
Yeah.
Man.
Watch his Netflix documentary, or I mean, whatever episode special.
yeah.
What was? Oh,
Do you remember your watching the show, the Comedy Central?
which one?
The Dave Chappelle
The
show.
Dave Chappelle show?
The
Yeah, of
Chappelle
course.
show. Do you, what's one of your favorite episodes? Or skits?
What?
How about that? Because there was many skits between one episode.
With Wayne Brady, no?
The
Obviously, everyone likes that one.
Riverside, motherfucker.
Everyone likes the Wayne Brady episode. I think one of the best ones, or the Rick James one.
Oh, Rick James.
Everyone likes that one as
Yeah.
well.
The
Those are the two most well known.
right.
I mean, yeah, to my knowledge.
Yeah. To me, I would add the Prince one. He has to ball
Oh,
out
the
Prince.
Prince
and
one, yeah,
yeah.
when he's balling out.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, I do like that one.
And he's fucking dunking, but he's also hanging on. And then he takes out both of his arms, and he's still floating in midair. I think that's just comedy gold. Chappelle, dude. So I do recommend anybody that's still listening, as it is, to check out Dave Chappelle, dude. Chappelle's the greatest. Another thing that we forgot is that we had never tried Girl Scouts cookies. To
yeah.
change
Never
the
had.
topic really fast, but The reason I'm bringing this up is because
We went to buy the beer
yeah,
to make this podcast, and we're walking outside, and there's this table with a little girl saying, "You want to buy Girl Scout cookies?" I was like, "What?" I'm like, "I never seen these before. Not in my hood."
not in my hood. Yeah, dude, that shows how much things have changed over here.
I was like, "Sure." I told her how much it should cost, like $5. Like, God damn, $5.
I was trying to lower it down. I was trying to get some discount on that.
Yeah, we're trying to haggle and shit.
Her mom wasn't having it
Yeah,
though.
her mom wasn't having it.
No.
Bought these cookies. I mean, not to knock off fucking Girl Scouts, but
Right.
they're not that good.
Fudge. You know,
They're not that good.
Okay.
For $5. I don't know.
that is
It makes me
pricey.
sound cheap and shit, but still.
Nah, dude. It's not. It's not even that. You're right. I'll say that I like the what are these called? The trefoil.
Trefoil? I don't know.
Trefoils or trefoils. I don't know if this is trying to be French or something. Yeah, for all I know. But they were pretty good. They're like a little light blue box. It's freaking delicious.
Yeah, everybody likes those other ones. Thin mints, I think.
Thin mints.
Or I know those are the famous ones.
The mints?
Yeah,
dude,
thin
but
mints or something like that. I
I'm
didn't
not
get
a-
them.
I'm
I'm not a fan of mints.
Yeah,
I'm not a
dude.
fan of that.
I'm not about to go.
Or that chocolate. I know there's that one chocolate.
Is it the one that we tried?
No. There's that one famous chocolate with mint on it. Oh, God. That's what it reminded me of.
If you guys know, leave a comment and tell us what it is. What is that Girl Scout cookie that
They're
has
called thin mints. Thin mints.
right? But what is that?
It reminds me of that one
that
chocolate. I just
mint that
don't
you're
remember.
talking about.
I just don't
Like
remember.
what is that chocolate mint that Roger's talking about? Because I don't know. He doesn't know the name of it. But if you do, you let us know.
I know it's a silver package. It
Silver
has like
package?
a blue logo. I
Okay.
think that's what it is.
Ink.
I think. I don't know.
I think ink.
Not sure. Yeah, but yeah, we got these other ones, well, like regular ones. Or
They were good though. I mean-
shortbread cookies. I mean,
Look,
they're not that good.
I think they're good just because of the texture. The texture sells me. I bite into it and then I'm like, shit. I feel after eating it like I'm missing something. I need
Milk or goddamn coffee or
right, something to
or
go
a
along
hot
with
chocolate or something. Coffee, most likely.
it. Oh, coffee would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, we also drink coffee.
But I'm thinking of getting like in the future we need to get a stout, just like we were checking out.
Oh yeah, which one was that one beer we got? Something Goose Barrel or something like that.
Goose
The,
Barrel.
the one that was aged. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was pretty drunk that day too. And I remember, I just remember that beer gets aged in some whiskey barrel, I think, or bourbon barrel.
Bourbon barrel.
I think it was a bourbon barrel. Yeah, it tastes like chocolate and vanilla or something. I remember like Goose
Goose.
Island.
Do you
maybe?
remember the design? Did it have a goose on it?
No, I don't remember actually.
No.
No.
You know, I'm like, because if you like search up goose, you're gonna run into IPAs and stuff.
I don't remember that beer.
Right?
Yeah, I remember it just tasted like chocolatey or
Oh,
something.
but that's fucking good. If I'm getting that in a beer, damn, I'm like, hell, it's like similar to having like a Hershey's chocolate milk drink and just gulping that thing down. Not to be like, oh, I don't like lagers or pilsners, which are really freaking bomb. You know, but if you're gonna add an extra taste to beer, I'm definitely up for it. It's not usual that it happens. Here in LA, we happen to experience a lot of opportunities for drinking beer. Like, for example, we have the Arts District, and the Arts District has so many places you can go and get beer. You have 82, which is not really for beer. So you have Angel City, you have Boomtown as well. And the great thing about Angel City is that they're always brewing something new.
Boomtown.
Boomtown.
That one's good.
Boom-
That was called Goose Island Bourbon Country Brand Stout.
That's the one you got?
That's the one. That's the one we got. Remember?
Yeah, but that one's from Ramirez.
Yeah, we went to Ramirez. That
Yeah, if you guys are any locals, I guess shout out to Ramirez, which is a really good place.
All right, Eddie. Sorry to cut you short, but that's all the time we got today.
Don't even trip, Roger. Would you like another Stella?
Beer me.
Cheers.